Hello and welcome once again. This is Robert here. Well, I want to talk to you guys about some of the top apps that I use for actually scheduling my events and being reminded when I have certain things to do or places to go. Now, there are tons and tons of calendar apps in the App Store, but today I'm going to show you 4 of the ones that I currently use on a daily basis and the ones I actually recommend. Most of them are actually free. Some of them have premium charges on them. So just let you know that ahead of time. Now, why use a calendar app digitally? Well, you're not going to be carrying a paper calendar with you wherever you go. So having a digital one on your iPhone or iPad is going to make things a whole lot easier. All right, before I get into the calendar apps, if you haven't subscribed to this channel before, if it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Click that bell notification so you're notified when all the new videos come out. And then if you got any questions, let me know in the comments below. Start off with the calendar app. We're going to go into Google. Most of you guys know Google. Most of you guys have Gmails. So we're going to go into Google first. And that's going to be Google Calendar. Now this one is pretty easy to use. Pretty simplistic. It's very color-coded. You have a little calendar icon here to go back to your today view. You have a month view on the top. And then here on the side, you currently have all your email accounts with all the settings in here, showing you all the calendars that you've enabled. And then each one of these events here gives you the full details. Some will give you locations if you've got them in there. The 3 dots on top give you the option to delete it, duplicate it, copy it, or cancel it. And then, of course, you hit the little pencil icon. You can go in there and you can edit all the details. And it gives you a lot of stuff in here. You can add people to collaborate with it, add a video conferencing, add a location, notifications, give it a different color, send it to your Google Drive. I mean, lots and lots of functions within the Google Calendar. So if you are someone that's using Google for your Gmail or anything else, this is probably going to be one that you might want to use. And I like it. It's very color-coded and it's very nice on the eyes to use. This one here I've been using for a long, long time since it first came out, let's say. And they've upgraded and they've made things pretty well, pretty easy, pretty fast. It's called 24andMe. And this one here is pretty extensive. It used to be a lot better. It's getting faster on the Apple Watch. But it has a lot of functions because you can not only do calendar, you can do task, you can do notes, you have notifications on the top. So it has a lot of functions in there. And then they used to have here on the side where you can do labels and time. But if you go into the settings here, they have this section called links. You can do your social links, networks, my providers, financials. You can inactivate the calendar, contacts, reminders, and so forth in there. So has a lot of little settings and things you can do in there. If you go into your smart alerts, you can create smart alerts within this one. You go into, let's say, you can remove items. You have tutorials. Go into the settings. You can really customize your settings, how you want it to work. So they've done a lot with this app. They have made it pretty well, pretty good. It even has, temperature and all that on the top as well. So it's getting better. It's designed actually to be your one-to-go app for everything. Task, reminders, and all that. Well, like I said, it does work. It's very good. It's very intuitive. The only thing is, it's just not as reliable as some of the other ones. But I do recommend it if that's something you're looking for, an all-in-one. When you do the add button, you have the option of doing your, let's say, calendar event or to do your tasks. So you can do either or through there. Now, besides those two, one of the main ones that I use the most, it now has a premium feature attached to it, is called Fantastical. And Fantastical is a very, very good app, very fast and easy to use. It duplicates your events, keeps everything in charge, works with your Apple Watch, works with Apple Reminders, works with your Todoist. So it has a lot of new features within it. So in the new settings in here, you now have an account with them that you create, allows you to sync everything amongst your devices. You have, of course, your calendars, accounts, appearance. I mean, it gives you lots and lots and lots of little things you can customize to make it your own. It works very, very well. I have had very little trouble with it, and I've been using Fantastical for a very long time on my MacBook, my Apple Watch, and my iPhone. And lots of the events in here are very, very easy and fast to be able to do. I mean, to add, to do all the stuff, you just simply hit the add button. You have the option of adding an event or adding a task. I mean, it's very simple, very easy to use. And I just like that simplicity, and I like the fact that it is reliable and it does work. It will sync with your iCloud calendars. It will sync with your Google calendars. So you have no worry about not being able to have those calendars all in one. You can pull this down simply to get your month view, push it up to get your weekly view, and you can scroll through all your week, whatever it is. You can actually duplicate some of the events, holding it down. You can see the event here. Scroll down here on the bottom. You can edit it. You can duplicate it. Whatever it is you want to do, you have all those options here on the bottom. You can hide it, delete it, all those things. So very intuitive, very fast, very easy to use. And I do recommend Fantastical if that's what you want. Now, of course, one of the main apps which I use on a completely daily basis is the iPhone calendar. And the iPhone calendar, it works reliably well on every Apple device because it's supposed to. It's made by Apple. Yes, it does not have all the features like adding reminders and tasks in there. It doesn't have a lot of the scheduling features, doing specific things here and there. But as iOS keeps updating, the calendar app updates along with it. So it works very well with iCloud, works very well syncing with other people's phones. You don't have to go through Google to create a whole new calendar in there, which is separate. This works very seamlessly and very easy and very well with iOS. So you got Apple devices, your whole family uses Apple devices. I do recommend creating cloud calendars with them to sync information to. So the Apple Calendar for sure is definitely by far the best of the group because I use Apple devices. So if you're looking for the other intuitive ones, I gave you the other 3 choices. You have those. Those are mainly the 4 calendar apps that I would recommend. If you want it working with the Apple Watch, you want it to work with your iPad and all the other devices, definitely those calendar apps are going to be the main ones to use. I've tried a lot of other ones. They're not very good. They're not very fast. They don't sync very well. Not very reliable. And reliability is the key here. So you want to remember that. Okay, if you got any questions on any of these calendar apps, you want to know more about them, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to be subscribed. Click the bell notification so YouTube will notify you when all new videos come out. Once again, I thank you for watching and I hope you learned something. And I'll catch you later with more videos.